So this was discovered by an Italian physician known as Gaspar, where he discovered that any falling object from above through the force of gravity on the northern, he discovered that any falling object will come down taking clockwise motion on the north. And on the southern, he discovered that any falling object will come down taking anti-clockwise motion. But right at 0 degrees, he discovered that any falling object here will fall very much straight down. Because the two forces now coming at an equal position, making here falling here falls very much straight down. And the whole experiment is normally based under 4 global position categories. So category 1, minerals, category 2, plants, 3, animals and human beings, and the 4th, aviation. So here we normally category 1 of minerals, whereby use just ordinary water. This just ordinary, these are my apparatus here. This just ordinary water here. And a piece of pierced ball here, right at the center. This hole represents center of gravity. And when water drains, take that force of gravity itself. And we want to move from 0 degrees, 20 to 30 meters away from 0 degrees. And we would ask, why are we moving 20 meters? Because Coriolis effect law stated that the further we move, the more the effect, and the closer we move to 0 degrees, the less the effect. That's why we are counting a bit more, 20 steps away, so that you can see a clear rotation of water. So we would pour water very perpendicular to this hole with a free falling force from above. Then we let the water drain due to force of gravity, and in the north, there is a piece of glass like an indicator, and see very well in the northern, water turns clockwise. And still gain those clockwise values. And still we shall be the same on the southern, and we expect the water to be turning anti-clockwise. And still gain those counterclockwise spirals. But when we come right at 0 degrees, no motion at all, no clockwise, all counterclockwise, our indicator will stand still, and water will be draining very much straighter. So in category 2 of plants, clipping plants, and the climbers, all supports, and then themselves on other. They host, they cannot grow up straight on their own. So they host on other plants so that they grow up. You see very well on the northern, according to that nature, on the northern, they clip themselves clockwise as they grow up, and on the southern, counterclockwise. So on category 3 of animals and human beings, if you want to prove maybe somebody was born northern or southern, you can view over here, that crown here. You see that pattern over here? You see very well a person born northern gives a very clear clockwise pattern. And a person born southern, clear counterclockwise pattern. But we people not born here, either you can have double crown or a pattern cannot be seen very well because we are neighboring equator so much. But from 15 to 20 degrees north, that's clockwise. From 15 degrees southern, counterclockwise. But when you come, right as we are neighboring equator so much, and on the last category, that's aviation. When you are in an aeroplane, if you want to prove maybe you are on the northern and southern, you see that flash toilet? According to how I behave, either clockwise motion we are in northern, or counterclockwise motion we are in southern. If no motion at all, you are in right at 0 degrees. Or you view water draining from water tap. Water draining on the northern against those clear clockwise spirals. And on the southern, clear counterclockwise spirals. And when you are right at 0 degrees water drains, very much straight down that, clockwise or counterclockwise spirals. So to start our experiment, inshallah, I walk just 20 meters north, then 20 meters south, and we shall end up right at 0 degrees, and maybe you'll be having certified that you are across the equator, the height above the sea level. On the other board you can see there, that's 2,250 meters, also converted into feet, that's 7,525 feet above the sea level. So join me 20 meters north. 20 meters north. Also count that here, but more the speed. So you have to go water very perpendicular to this hole. If you want to pour water here, you can cause it down in the direction. That's why we are pouring water very perpendicular to this hole, right at the center with a free falling force.
What am I looking at?
Then you shall let the water now take that force of gravity itself. And you shall use a piece of indicator so that you can see how water rotates, like a piece of grass here. So you can see now the turns clockwise on the north. And the further we are moving, the more the speed, and the closer we are moving towards 0 degrees, the less the speed.
So that is clockwise now?
That's clockwise, like a hand of a watch.
So do you affect my watch on the other side?
And still we're not drains against those clockwise pyros, and that's why indicator turns clockwise. So let's move now right and southern. So let's see now south what will happen there.
Is this north now?
This is north.
This is north.
This is north.
Clockwise.
Yeah,
It's
clockwise.
north.
Yeah. Shall be the same on the southern now. The south. Also we rated steel drain to the force of gravity. Use the same indicator. Normally the prevailing winds from 0 degrees, they are normally reflected from 0 degrees right on the northern and left on the southern. That's clockwise and counterclockwise. Also in the rockets, that's in aviation, category 4, when they're starting to the space on the northern, so that they'll be able to penetrate that force of gravity, they must start clockwise. And on southern, counterclockwise. But right at 0 degrees, we expect no motion at all, not clockwise, no counterclockwise. Our indicator is still draining, but very much strong. So let's see now, right at 0 degrees, what will happen there?
My mask. Seems to be working.
Yeah, actually it works. It's a scientific experiment.
Very scientific.
You can use a matchstick or any kind of, but it will be lighter one. So let's see now, right at 0 degrees, what will happen here. To the force of gravity. You can see now it doesn't complete any rotation, either clockwise or now counterclockwise here. Because the forces are said to be 50-50. Also when water drains here, drains but very much little here. Yeah? Marking the 0 point. So that marks the end of my demonstration, and thank you so much for your attention.